All right, grand risers to your party people. This your man Griff. Ooh, all right. Oh man. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm trying to get this air right. There we go. Had to put it on research. Too much cold air coming in on me. But yeah, this video, y'all really need to take heed to it, listen to it carefully. I would love to have sat down at the computer and break it all down for you and all of that, but I've done a video on split signings before, so go look it up. I know I did one, another gentleman, I don't think he's doing the notary business as much anymore, Victor Chambers. He did a good one. I like his. So this has been the major issue with split signings, is that the first notary is either rushing or just doesn't know what to do in a split signing. Okay, one of the two or a combination of the both. And because they don't know what to do, they're rushing. It could be, you know, it could simply be all of that. So I'm doing a split signing this morning. Today is the 14th of March, 2024. The first part of it was done on the 12th of March. Get the documents yesterday, the 13th. I look, I'm like, okay, cool. They put them in a folder, everything nice and neat. Documents aren't all tossed around. Excellent. So I just see them, everything looks good, and then I go back out, you know, because I had to come home, get them off the front porch. Don't want no porch pirates taking my stuff, and then go and finish the rest of my day yesterday. Come home, sit down that evening, look at the documents, and there were some issues that I saw with the first. And the problem is, and now also one of the things I always do whenever I get the documents I make a scan of them, because sometimes there could be things done in those and somebody might claim that I did it. You know, they might say, oh, well, the second notary did it. I just want to cover my tail. My business practice is that I make a scan copy of it, of what I received, so that I know that this is the way the documents came to me. Then I go do the closing, then I make another scan of it, and in this case, you know, they want a scan, so then I can upload it so they can see. I don't know if the first notary did a scan, because I believe had he done a scan, it was a gentleman, had he done a scan, then they might have, see, I don't know, they might have caught the errors. And see, the thing is, they still might not have caught the errors, because if the person who's reviewing the documents don't understand how to do a split signing or what's supposed to be done in a split signing, then you're going to have a problem. You're going to have that situation where, yep, it looks good, everything signed, notarized, and it's not done correctly. So the part that wasn't done correctly, if I can find my other phone, okay. The part that wasn't done correctly was the notarial section. So what they did was, okay, we'll just, as always, use John Jones and Jane Jones. So in this case, I'm meeting with John, he met with Jane. In the notarial statement, it had, sorry about that, something got in my eye. It had in there, the foregoing instrument was acknowledged before me on this 14th day of March. Well, he met with them. He met with Jane on the 12th. He did not change the date in the notarial statement that he met with her. So that's one issue. Okay, if they already had the date of the meeting pre-printed in the notarial statement, then what you need to do is change that line through initial and change it to the current date, because that's when you met them. You can't have in your notarial statement, I met them on the 14th or some future date, when they really are signing on the current date. The second thing was that he didn't line through the name of the person who was not in attendance at the signing. So basically, he just signed the stamp. The notarial statement didn't change anything, even though it had it listed as the 14th and had both persons in there. And the way it reads is that person both persons was with him. Now you say, well, what's the problem? The problem is that when I do mine today, before I say that, but go into that part, another thing was that on any notarial statement, whether acknowledgement or jurat, where the date wasn't filled in for the date that he met with her, he put in, I need to get over for my HOV stuff. He put in the correct date. So follow me now. So if it was pre-printed, he didn't change the date. If it was pre-printed, he didn't change the date. But if it didn't have the date in there already, then he put in the current date, which was correct. But he still didn't line through and initial the name of the individual who wasn't in attendance. Okay, that's a problem, because it looks like he notarized. So when the person meets with me and signs that document, even though I'm adding a notarial statement, it looks like the person who I met with got their signature notarized twice, because the notarial statement reads, Earl, the notary, I'm just making up a name, Earl, the notary, met with these people, the Joneses, on this date and notarized both signatures. Then it looks like Griff, the notary, met with Mr. Jones on another date for the same document and notarized his signature. That ain't the way it's supposed to go. I eat a little something, hadn't eaten breakfast this morning. That ain't the way it's supposed to go. It looks like the person's signature is notarized twice. So when they go to record it, technically on any document that has both of their name, they don't need my notarial certificate. They could literally trash my loose certificate and be like, okay, well, we don't need that because this person did that. And then when you look at the dates, because if somebody examined it properly, which supposed to, you will see, wait a minute, he's saying you met with them on the 14th, but then you got over here, you met with them on the 12th. Which one is it? You see what I'm saying? And there's nothing I can do to fix it. I can't correct it. I can't line through an initial for him on anything. That was the first notary's responsibility. This is why I keep asking y'all to look at my videos, because I'm teaching y'all this stuff in the videos. Just calling and saying, asking a quick question and then, okay, thank you, and then run off, and you don't really understand what to do and how to do it and why to do it, that becomes a problem. That's why I keep encouraging y'all, please just look at the videos that I have. They're going to articulate to you what you need to do, this, that, and the other, and then ask me questions more specifically about something you may not have understood. It's laid out plain and simple. But a split signing is very simple to do, and it was looking good until I saw that, and I was like, I don't know how they're going to handle it when they get the documents, if they really pay attention. And see, that's the thing, will the signing companies or the title company actually look and say, wait a minute, this wasn't done right? If you actually analyze it and look at it, you'll see, okay, well, something ain't right here. So again, what should have happened was that he should have lined through any date that was not that did not have the current date. So it didn't, he met them on the met with the person on the 12th. He should have lined out initial and put the 12th, that the document was acknowledged, or the sworn oath and all of that was done on the 12th. And then any names that's in that notarial statement that wasn't present, line through an initial. So I hope y'all see what the issue is. And like I said, if you do a search on YouTube, Griffin Notary split signing or split closing, one of the two, split closing, I think I did, I can't remember which one I named it. You'll see a video that I did where I articulate how to go about doing it. And this is where the biggest problem is that notaries don't understand, have not learned how, after they've done all the marketing after they've got all the fancy pens, after they got all the white gloves, how to actually do the notarial part. And this is the part that we are really upgraded upon. And so many notaries out here are making this mistake and messing stuff up. And people don't want to pay for mistakes. They don't want to pay people for jacking things up. So this is why I encourage y'all so much to get it right and to learn it correctly. This is why I do what I do on YouTube, so that you can have proper information. If I am incorrect in something that I'm sharing, then I ask that somebody let me know so we can get it right. That video for split sign has been out there for 2 years. No one has ever told me that I said something incorrect in it. If you look at it and you find out that I did something incorrect, said something, then let me know. If you call the NNA, they're pretty much going to tell you the same thing, because what I'm telling you is what I learned from them. So either you're going to learn to do this business correctly, or you need to get out. It's that simple. Because if you've been in this business 6 months or more and you still haven't learned how to do a notarial certificate and understand the concept of a notarial certificate, then it's time for you to go ahead on and move out this business. I know you ain't what you want to hear. You might not like the video. You most definitely probably going to be like, unshare it and all of that. That's fine. But the truth is the truth. You're not getting paid to explain documents. You're not getting paid to point to where stuff is so that they'll feel comfortable. That can happen long before you even get to them. If they're comfortable with signing the documents, they understand what they're doing, know why they're doing it, they're happy about doing it, and they want to do it, then the only thing that's left to do is for you and me to notarize the signatures properly, make sure the date is correct, make sure the names of the people who are there with us is correct. That is what our job is to do. And if we can't do that correctly, then we need to find something else to do. It's that simple. I don't know how you plan it, but the problem is that notaries don't care. There's some notaries that don't care, not all notaries, but some notaries that don't care, and it's like, I don't care as long as I get paid. I don't care what they talk about, man. Look, man, I'm breaking off that cheddar to me, so I'm good. I'm good. And you don't care about doing stuff right. You just care about getting some money in your pocket. This is why some notaries want to get paid $200 and $300, because they know they're going to jack it up, and they have no desire and no willingness to ever fix anything they mess up. They already know that. I already know I'm going to mess it up. That's what some notaries, they know they're going, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just getting paid. And they're going to mess it up, and then they're going to demand to get paid. And they're not going to go back and try to fix what they messed up. This is where we're at. And I'm sad, about it, because I'm like, man, I hope this doesn't mess these people who are buying this house up. They're buying a house, and now you got the notary jamming things up, either because of a lack of knowledge, or because sometimes people rush and you get in there. That's why I got a video out there called the notary tunnel vision. Notary tunnel vision. You get so focused on one thing that you're not even paying attention to all the other surrounding things that affect whether or not the one thing that you're thinking about doing should be done in this situation. I just want to make sure I sign and stamp. Okay, good. You signed and stamped, but did you read the notarial statement? Did you make sure everything was correct in that? Did you realize today is the 12th and not the 14th? And this happens a lot. This happens a lot. And the title companies will come online and share with this. I'm telling you, they will tell you, we see this a lot. Notaries aren't doing split signings correctly. So y'all give me your thoughts on it. We got to get better at this. We got to figure out a way to do this right, learn it correctly, all of that. And the notary trainers out there, they're teaching you how to market. They don't care about your notary, you doing the notarizations correctly. They tell you that up front. So you're going to have to man up, woman up, and go figure it out on your own and get it right. Check out the stuff, the videos on my channel. That's going to help you understand it. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.